We've all been there. Something happens that triggers us, and all of a sudden our emotions spiral out of control. We lose connection with ourselves and the present moment as our thoughts spin into familiar stories. Our bodies tense as our mind constantly replays memories from the past, perseverates on worries about the future, or somehow does both at the same time. What we need in moments like that is to regulate our emotions, which may sound difficult, but is actually much easier than you may think. In today's video, I'm going to teach you a powerful emotional regulation technique utilizing a mind-body therapeutic technique called havening, which soothes your whole system and gives you a safe way to feel, honor, and transform your emotions. I'm Karenna with Hello Inner Light, and I'm here to help you quickly identify and release the old emotional wounds, subconscious blocks, and self-sabotaging core beliefs that are keeping you from living a life of authenticity and joy. So if that's the kind of content you want more of in your life, then subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every time I release a new video. Before we dive into the emotional regulation technique, I'm going to quickly define emotional regulation and emotional dysregulation. When we're dysregulated, we're stuck in a state of emotional reactivity. Our nervous systems literally get stuck in a state of anxiety, overwhelm, defensiveness, hypervigilance, fear, shame, or even numbness, hopelessness, or collapse. And we really do get stuck. Primal parts of our brain and nervous system are responding to whatever triggered us as if we're in danger or as if we're being threatened, and they're not inclined to stop unless we can soothe our body and shift the reactivity of our nervous system. Additionally, when we're stuck in one of these states, we don't have much clarity or perspective, which makes it really hard to get out of them. Sadly, people can live their entire lives stuck in these dysregulated states, but it's a pretty miserable way to operate in the world. Emotional regulation, on the other hand, refers to our ability to come back to our center from those reactive places and connect with ourselves and our emotions in a calm and loving manner, even when we're experiencing big emotions. And emotional regulation starts by soothing the body and the nervous system. When we can find calm in our body, we can have a more functional relationship with our emotions. We can have a more healthy perspective as we process, attend to, and honor what our emotions are actually telling us. And the more we strengthen our ability to be emotionally regulated, the more resilient we are. The more we know that we can find center again, the less frightening our emotions become. And the less frightened we are of our emotions, the less we need to depend on our defenses, and the more we are able to show up in the world as our whole authentic selves. The powerful emotional regulation technique that I'm going to show you today utilizes havening, and havening helps to deeply regulate the nervous system through the soothing power of touch. To do havening, you simply rub your palms together, stroke downwards from your shoulders to your elbows, or you stroke your face, cheeks, or forehead, or whatever feels good to you. And this touch creates delta waves in your brain, and these delta waves help your brain and nervous system to relax, to release the threat response that they're stuck in, and it stimulates your brain to release the happiness chemicals oxytocin, serotonin, and GABA. So let's dive in and give this emotional regulation technique a try. Begin to do the havening touch. And again, you can move between those three areas that I showed you earlier, your palms, down your upper arms, your face, and your cheeks. Just moving between those areas in whatever way feels good to you. And as you do the havening touch, just begin to notice that you have a body. Notice that you're breathing. You can feel your breath causing your chest and your tummy to rise and fall with every inhale and exhale. And just dropping out of your mind and into the sensations of the havening touch more and more. Like really feel the texture of your palms and your fingertips as you do the havening touch. Feel the temperature of your skin. What does it feel like to do the havening touch in your right pointer finger? How about in your left pinky? Now, just for a moment, you're going to feel the emotion that you're struggling with in your body. So as you bring that emotion to mind, your body is going to have a reaction. And so just start to notice that reaction. Is it more on the right side or the left side? Is it deep or superficial, or both, or neither? Is it moving or still? How much space does it take up in your body? While you're doing the havening touch, can you imagine yourself breathing into the height and the width and the depth of that space? What color is this reaction in your body? Does it have a shape? Just noticing anything else you notice about this reaction in your body. What thoughts arise as you sense into this in your body? Now, continuing to do the havening touch, your imagination is going to take you to a place in nature where you feel safe and at ease. Maybe it's a beach or a mountain, a forest or a desert, and your imagination really takes all of your awareness into this place in nature. What does the air smell like in this place in nature? What is the temperature of the air? Is it moving at all? Can you feel a little breeze, or is it very still? What do you hear? Are there any bird sounds? Can you hear the rustling of the breeze? Looking around, just name 3 things that you see. 1, 2, 3. Now you notice that there's a path stretching in front of you. Begin to walk down the path, feeling the sensations in your body as you walk. You can hear your footsteps on the path and feel the texture of the ground beneath your feet. Notice yourself taking 20 steps as I count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now notice that there's a nice place for you to sit, maybe a sun-warmed rock or a log. And relaxing your body, you rest comfortably on this spot. Feeling what that's like, continuing to do the havening touch. Now looking up at the sky, you notice that the clouds begin spelling words that make you feel even more safe and at ease. What words do you notice? How does it feel to see these words? And just breathing in, noticing that feeling more and more deeply in your body. Now gently bring your awareness back to your body and to the emotion you were feeling at the beginning of this exercise. How does that emotion look different to you now? How does it feel different? How high is your distress level now? Again, on a scale from 0 to 10. Just notice whatever has changed in your body and in your emotions. And if your distress level is still pretty high, you can let your imagination take you back into nature again. But otherwise, continue by tuning into what you are feeling and sensing in your body now. And finish these sentences for yourself. What I'm feeling right now is. Just give words to what you're feeling as you continue to feel it in your body. What I truly want or need when I feel this way is. What I understand about this feeling that I didn't understand before is. How it feels to understand that is. And how I want to move forward now is. Noticing how much you've shifted from the beginning of this video until now. And continuing to tune into your inner world, just notice anything else that wants to be noticed. Notice that you're handling this emotion. Notice that you're breathing. Take a few more breaths as you continue to do the havening touch. And then gently bring your awareness fully back to the present moment, knowing that you've experienced a deep shift within you and that you've moved into more and more emotional regulation in just a short time. When you're ready, spontaneously open your eyes and gently let the havening touch go. Great work! How did that exercise feel to you? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this exercise had profound effects on how you're feeling. And remember, you can do this emotional regulation technique anytime that you need it. You may want to save this video or share it with yourself so that you can always come back to it easily whenever you need it. And if you want to explore emotional healing in this deep and integrated way even more, I have a free training on my website called The Secret Wisdom of Your Triggers that you can check out anytime. The link to that training is in the video description. Thank you again for joining me. I hope that you have a new perspective on yourself and your emotions, and I hope that you have a lovely day.